So the very first game, he goes against the New York Knicks. This is like perfect. It's like David Stern. Jordan called him up. Like, what's up, cuz? And he's like, yo, what's cracking, cuz? You know? I'm coming back. I'm thinking about it, man. But we got to make this epic. We're going to move the practices to UNC. He was like, oh, we got you, Jordan.
No problem.
I need a team to, you know, put my dick on.
Yeah.
David Stern said, I got the perfect idea. The Knicks?
The Knicks!
You did it for like 10 years? You know, fuck them Knicks. We gave him Patrick Ewing, and after that, it was all dick ahead.
Not just the Knicks, but the Knicks in the Garden.
Exactly. So he said, we'll give you the Knicks. You do you. This is going to be a perfect homecoming for you. He walks into the Garden.
Yeah.
They down by 2.
Yep.
Everybody knows who's going to have the ball.
Yes.
Everybody knows what's about to happen. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. You looking at it at this time, like, Jordan's not Jordan yet. He's a little chubbier, got a little bit more muscle on him, whatever. He's a little older, got the little Hitler mustache thing.
No, that's not it. It's later on. It's after his play. Doesn't have the Hitler stash yet.
Oh, he doesn't yet? Okay, whatever. But, I mean, I've seen his mustache, and I'm like, yo, man, come on, man. But, it looks a little different. He's in a blue, not red. It's fine. But they expecting the game winner, everything. Go. Jordan chucks up a 3, try to end that game, and it didn't go in. And I think that was the beginning of people saying, is Mike not Mike?
This might not be Mike. But
okay. Yeah, but I like the Mike not Mike. I thought it was like awesome. Like a nice little play on whatever. All right, keep on.
I was confused. But
yeah, I got you.
Okay. But fucking, he scores 19 points on 21 shots in that first game, as you said, and misses the game winner.
Yep.
For the first 26 games, he's putting up 23 points on 40% shooting.
Yep.
Culminating, which is terrible for Michael Jordan standards.
Yeah, but what one thing, because I know we look at those stats and we feel like it looks really bad.
Yeah.
But we got to remember, Allen Iverson, the year before, won an MVP, averaging 31 points a game, shooting like 41% from the field.
Definitely.
So it's not an efficient era.
No, and they're all products of this fucking guy.
Exactly.
Because that's what we just watched him do for a career.
Yeah, and at this time, it's really like it looks bad because he's MJ. So you're expecting this, but he's like right here, and he's pretty much with the pack.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we'll keep on, and we could really break it down, the nitty gritty.
His 40% shooting culminates in this 6-point performance, where they lost by 27 to the Pacers, and that snapped. I think it's 860 some odd games for Jordan where he scored at least 2 points.
The longest in NBA history. Up to that point.
Definitely to that point.
Yeah.
I think LeBron got him. But
if you didn't count LeBron's playoffs, yeah.
After they get smacked by Indiana, Doug Collins.
I'm sorry, Brian. I didn't have to do it. But just, I'm sorry. I'm disrespectful. Let's keep on.
Doug Collins is sitting alone on the bus on the way back, right? And he's accompanied by Jordan, who eventually sits next to him on the bus.
Yeah, his boss, by the way. Keep on.
Yeah, his head coach. But also the guy he hired, excuse me.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird, it's like technically.
It's so weird.
But he got hired. It was very confusing. But, because that's the other thing that's important to note. He's no longer an owner at this point. Once you're not allowed to have any ownership stake in a team as a player. You cannot play and be an owner at the same time. So that's clear.
Ooh, that makes a lot of sense because when we get into like a little further.
Yeah, but this breaks the streak. Jordan sits with Doug Collins, who took him out of the game because you could see he played 25 minutes in this terrible performance. Took him out of the game, and Michael Jordan said, "Do you think I can still play?"
You know, that bus is lonely as a coach when you're sitting there after you've got your head handed to you. So I was sitting on the bus, and actually Michael had hired me. He was the part owner and president GM, hired me to be the coach, and then he came back to play. I'll never forget this moment ever as a coach. That this to me was greatness. He got on the bus and he said, "Scoot over." And he looked at me and he said, "Do you think I can still play?" And I said, "Absolutely. That's why I'm here, to be here to help you." He said, "You know, to be my coach, you have to believe in me and believe I can still play." And I said, "Michael, I believe in you." He said, "You did the right thing tonight. You did the right thing tonight. So I don't care about the points, but I needed to know that you believe in me." Fast forward, we get on the plane. He has a few cocktails, smokes a couple cigars, all the things you're not supposed to do. Yeah. We get back about 3:30 in the morning in Washington. At 7:30 that morning, he's down in the fitness room with Tim Grover, working out like you can't believe. Now, he's 41 years old. We play the New Jersey Nets the next night. And Michael scores the first 3 times he has the ball. Byron Scott takes a timeout. And Michael comes over and he says, "I want the ball right there the rest of the game, and don't take me out till I tell you."
After that game, when they got smacked by Indiana, they were 14-14. So they were 500 exactly.
Yep.
So next game, they come out, and it's against the Charlotte Hornets in Charlotte, MJ's hometown, right? It's Ric Flair country and it's Michael Jordan country. It's 2 places where
the only person to know that is someone who cares about basketball and wrestling, and somehow it intermix somehow, because I would have never known that Ric Flair was from North Carolina.
But really?
Woo! Yeah, and I wouldn't.
And that's all they do whenever he comes out. He always gets the biggest pops there. But they're not interested. They're in Washington. Excuse me. So he comes out. He hits the first 4 or 5 shots in the game, and he says to Doug Collins, and notice where he's taking the shots. It's from that all familiar elbow spot.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye on that as we watch these highlights. I think it was after this shot too. So he gets that one easy. You could tell he's feeling it. Yeah. And he goes over to Doug Collins, and Doug Collins says, or Michael Jordan says to Doug Collins, "Don't touch me. Don't take me out until I tell you to. I want the ball right here for the rest of the game."
Yeah, exactly.
And you can tell through these highlights, he dead ass doesn't get the ball in any other spots.
Yeah,
but both
exactly.
the fucking elbows. That's all. The only place he wants the ball. When he takes the ball in the fast break, he tries to get this layup here, but basically he stops and takes foul shots the whole game.
Yeah.
I want to get the quarter. I want to get the quarter breakdown. I'll come back to the highlights.
Yeah. Well, and while you're doing that, like, so towards the once it's all over, it's like 2 minutes left. Doug Collins pulls him off the court, and he asked like what got into you, pretty much, like how the hell, like what made you just randomly score 50. And he's the oldest player to score 50 too, right?
Yeah, he became the oldest in this game. He became the oldest player to put up 40 at that point, and the oldest player to put up 50.
Yeah,
34 points in the first half on 15 of 22 shooting. So, and then in the second half follows it up with another 17. Slows it down a little bit, but
that's probably age a little. His age.
After so he plays how many minutes here? Yeah, pretty sure he plays the whole first half. Yeah, 18 of
what, the first half?
Yeah, he plays
18, 24 minutes. Yeah,
he plays 18 of 24 minutes so he plays a lot of it. So continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, and at the end, Doug Collins pretty much says like, "What got into you?" And he said the guy that was defending him told him that his back hurt. 2 minutes to go in the game, he gives me the sign like, "That's enough." I take him out of the game. He walks over to the bench. I said, like, "Michael, like, what happened tonight?" He said, "Well, the guy who was guarding me told me his back was hurting. Don't ever tell me you got a problem." He said, I'll make you pay for that." 51 points later. 51 points at age 41. He came back the next game with 46. And he looked at me and he said, "I told you I could still play." 90s. He said, you never tell me that you're hurt like that. Like, he's pretty much like treating him like a wounded dog. And he was like,
exactly.
"Tell me you hurt, I'm going to expose you. Like, I'm going to Yeah, and that's just like that's that killer mindset. Like,
This is how the conversation went. Oh, Michael, it's a pleasure to play against you. My back is hurting tonight, bro. Oh, really? I'm up it, guys. Ball me. I'm up it. That's all he needed to hear.
Yeah.
Fucking it's the same way he treated any other personal slight. So he drops 51. Next game.
51-7. Like, for him to be, so he's also the first player in NBA history and only player to drop 50 in 3 different decades. The 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's pretty dope.
Very next game, continues his volume shooting on the Nets, a team that he, towards the end of his Bulls run, was beating up pretty often.
Yeah.
Finishes the year with 96 points between these 2 games.
And what's crazy about that is it's not like the Nets were like just some random team. Like, this team went to the NBA Finals this year. So it's not like he did it against a really good team.
Yeah.
Which is
for sure. And it speaks to the fact that in this East, a healthy Jordan might have had a chance to do something.